A lot of people don't realize that video games can be vessels for something evil or negative, right? They see it as an opportunity to trick you or lure you in. Think about it. When we're playing a video game, we are focused in on this game. All of our attention goes to it. And so we don't realize what is coming through. And the people that created this game, when they're developing it, we don't know what goes on during that process. We don't know what's written into the code or the Easter eggs in the video game. So, yes, a video game can be haunted. Now, this story I heard when RD2 first came out. There was this guy, he just got the game, and he'd been playing for like a week. Well, there's a part in the game when you're in Lemonade, and you're outside of St. Denis in the swamp, where you encounter this ghost woman. And this guy said he happened to be in the swamp NWA in this general area where the woman appears. He said he was walking around when all of a sudden this woman just like jump scares and pops out onto the screen. And he said she was transparent, looked like the ghost lady you see in this area. Well, he said right after he's seen her, he hears a man's voice on the game saying, "She doesn't love you." And he said he was like freaked out. So he turns the game off and he's like, you know what, I'm done for the night. And he goes to bed. Well, he said later that night, this game turned on by itself and he wakes up to hearing like a woman screaming. And he realizes the game has not only turned on by itself, but his character, Morgan, is right at that location where you encounter the spirit of the woman. Another creepy thing, when they were making the Fatal Frame game, the Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, the director, Makoto Shibata, said that it was a custom in Japan that when you would make a horror game, that you would go to a shrine and perform this purification ritual. He opted out of doing that because he wanted to have supernatural experiences while they were developing this game. So he said when they were recording some of the sound for the game, they picked up a voice. And when they tried to re-record this piece of sound, it just kept returning. So eventually he gave up and was like, we're just going to put it in the video game. He said another thing that happened to him was he was visiting some relatives at this old hot springs hotel in Japan. And he said he went to bed one night and he woke up and there was a man staring out the window. And he said he slowly just disappeared right in front of his eyes. He goes over to the window and realizes he was looking out at the full moon. And he said that partly inspired him to write this game and come up with the name for the game. He said another time he was in the studio, it was late and there was no beds. So he went into one of the rooms and found this ping pong table and laid down, took a nap. He said he woke up to this little girl walking in circles around the table, singing numbers in like this verse. And it was like 6, 5, 3, 8. And like, so he took that experience and put it in the game. And he said many other things happened that were actually used in the developing of this video game.